Question number 5. Solve the following problems. The first one, if mass of a planet is 8 times the mass of the Earth and its radius is twice the radius of the Earth, what will be the escape velocity for that planet? Let mass of the Earth be capital M. Let radius of the Earth be capital R. Let mass of the planet be M dash. Mass of planet is 8 times the mass of Earth. So this has been given to us in the numerical that mass of the planet, that is M dash, is 8 times the mass of Earth, that is 8m. So M dash is equal to 8m. Let radius of the planet be R dash. Radius of planet is twice the radius of Earth. This is also given to us. That will be equal to 2r. So R dash is equal to 2r. You have to find out the escape velocity of the planet. Escape velocity for Earth is given by the formula square root of 2gm upon r. Similarly, escape velocity for planet will be given as square root of 2gm dash upon r dash. Now we will substitute the values of m dash and r dash. According to this statement, m dash is equal to 8m. So we will write down escape velocity for planet is equal to square root of 2g. M dash is 8m. So we will write 8m divided by r dash. R dash is 2r. So 2r. 2 8 is 16 gm upon 2r. So 2 1 and 2 8. So we get square root of 8 gm upon r. Now we can write this 8 as even 4 outside the bracket, and inside the bracket we can have 2 gm upon r. So gm upon r is as it is, and 4 2s is 8. So meaning does not change. Square root of 4 is 2 multiplied by now this 2 gm upon r, and it is under square root, is nothing but escape velocity of Earth. Square root of 2 gm upon r. So instead of this, we can write escape velocity from Earth. We know the value of escape velocity from Earth, that is 11.2 into 2, that will give us 22.4 kilometers per second. So escape velocity from the planet will be 22.4 kilometers per second. Second numerical, how much time a satellite in an orbit at height 35,780 kilometers above Earth's surface would take if the mass of the Earth would have been 4 times its original mass. So the height of the satellite above Earth's surface is given to us to be 35,780 kilometers. We shall convert it into meters. So we will multiply it by 1000, and what we get is 35.780 into 10 raised to 6 meters. So 3 zeros from here, and we have shifted the decimal after 3 digits here. So total is 6. So it comes out to be 35.780 into 10 raised to 6 meters. Mass of the Earth is given to us 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. You have to remember this value. New mass of Earth. We know that the new mass of Earth is 4 times the original. So we will multiply 6 into 10 raised to 24 by 4. So we get 4 into 6 into 10 raised to 24 kgs. You have to remember this formula, T is equal to 2 pi r upon V. Now how do we get this formula? Velocity is equal to distance upon time. The distance is given by 2 pi r, that is the circumference or the perimeter of the orbit. but because it's a circle, we will take the circumference, that is 2 pi r. Time, that is t, or we can even call it as the period of revolution. So v is equal to 2 pi r upon t, or we will have t is equal to 2 pi r upon v. As it is given to be here, we have to find out t, that is time of revolution. That will be 2 pi r upon v. So t is equal to 2 pi. This r over here is r plus h, and this velocity is critical velocity. So VC. Formula for critical velocity is square root gm upon r plus h. Again, we will come back to this formula. So T is equal to 2 pi r plus h upon the value of critical velocity. From here, we will substitute square root gm upon r plus h. T is equal to 2 pi r plus h upon 1 multiplied by, we will take the reciprocal of this, square root of r plus h upon square root gm. What we get now is t is equal to 2 pi into under root r plus h square into r plus h divided by gm. So this becomes r plus h square into r plus h to be r plus h cube. So we get t is equal to 2 pi into square root of r plus h cube upon gm. So we got this, t is equal to 2 pi into square root r plus h whole cube upon gm. Now we will go on substituting the values. So t is equal to 2 into 3.14 value of pi multiplied by square root of 6.4 into 10 raised to 6, that is radius of earth, plus h, that is 35.78 into 10 raised to 6 whole cube, divided by value of universal gravitational constant, that is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11, multiplied by 4 into 6 into 10 raised to 24, that is the mass of earth. So we get 6.28 into square root of 6.4 plus 35.78, and 10 raised to 6, 10 raised to 6 is common, so we will take it out, whole cube, upon 6.67 into 24 into 10 raised to 13. So this is minus 11 and 20 plus 24, that is 13. T is equal to 6.28 into square root of, now this is 42.18 whole cube into 10 raised to 18. So 6 3s is 18 upon 6.67 into 2.4 into 10 raised to 14. So we have shifted one decimal here. We have made it 2.4. And so we get 10 raised to 14. T is equal to 6.28 into square root of 42.18 whole cube into 10 raised to 18 minus 14. So we have taken it here. So minus 14 upon 16.008. Further simplification gives us t is equal to 6.28 into square root of 75,044.64 into 10 raised to 4 upon 16.008. So this comes out to be t is equal to 6.28 into square root of 4687.94 and into 10 raised to 2. So we have taken this 10 raised to 4 outside the square root and we get 10 raised to 2. So this t is equal to 6.28 into 68.46 into 10 raised to 2. So we have found out the square root of this. So this t is equal to 429.9288 into 10 raised to 2. That comes out to be 42992.88 seconds, or that is 11.94, that is approximately 12 hours. So we have converted these seconds into hours. That is 11.94 hours, which is approximately equal to 12 hours. So the time taken by the satellite to complete one orbit around the Earth will be 12 hours.